There's a plague so deadly, so mysterious, that it erased millions of lives in silence. You've heard of the Black Death. You've heard of smallpox. But what if I told you there was another, one so brutal, it was called Cocoliztli, pestilence in the native tongue. A silent killer that swept through the heart of the Americas and triggered a genocide almost no one speaks of today. This is the story of the forgotten Native American Holocaust. In the early 1500s, long before European boots trampled Mesoamerican soil, the Aztec world thrived. Cities like Tenochtitlan were buzzing with life, science, temples, trade, civilizations that rivaled anything in Europe. But in 1520, everything changed. First came the conquistadors, armed with steel, gunpowder, and greed. But the deadliest weapon they brought was invisible disease. Between 1545 and 15, waves of death rolled across central and southern Mexico. It wasn't smallpox this time. It wasn't measles. It was something worse, something that made people bleed from the eyes and mouth, dehydrate in hours, and collapse into seizures. The native Nahua people called it Cocoliztli, the pest. Historians believe it killed up to 50 million people. Let that number sink in. 15 million. That's 18 of the native population, wiped out within a few decades. People died in such massive numbers that entire cities fell silent. Fields overgrew. Temples crumbled. The land, once alive, turned into a ghost. And yet, unlike the Black Death of Europe, no monuments were built, no great chronicles written. Why? Because the victims weren't European. They were indigenous. For centuries, no one knew what Cocoliztli really was. Was it Ebola, a hemorrhagic fever, something brought by colonizers, or already in the land, awoken by drought and famine? Recent DNA studies suggest it might have been Salmonella enterica, a killer strain introduced by the Spanish. But that's just one theory. The truth, still cloaked in mystery. What's certain is this: Cocoliztli wasn't just a disease. It was a weapon, unintentional or not, that shattered the foundation of Native American life. Imagine watching your family die, one by one, your cities silent, your traditions lost, your gods unanswered, and the ones who brought this plague now ruling over your bones. That was the reality of Cocoliztli, and yet history buried it. No school textbook tells this story. No global memorial, just silence, like the millions who died. The Cocoliztli plague wasn't just a medical catastrophe. It was a cultural extinction, a forgotten genocide, a terrifying lesson that history chose to forget, until now. Subscribe to History of Plagues and Pandemics for more dark chapters they never taught you in school. Because sometimes, the deadliest truths are the ones left untold.